Ooh wah. Ooh wah. Ooh wah. Ooh wah. Ooh wah wah wah. Ooh wah wah. Ooh wah wah wah. Ooh wah. Ooh wah 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 wah. Ooh wah. Welcome to members. Welcome to membership stream. Ooh wah. Welcome to membership stream. Ooh wah. Welcome to membership stream. Okay. Hello. Hi, Sasquatch. Hi. I genuinely don't know how many people are gonna show up for this. Membership stream. So I didn't plan a whole lot. I just wanted to get something out there, kind of break the ice for myself, really, because I'm a little nervous about membership content. I want to make sure that it is valuable and that y'all like it. So, basically, what I had planned was we'd prioritize any questions for members that showed up in the membership stream, and that anybody else who has questions, if nothing else, you'll be here. Thank you, Sasquatch. I figured at least one person would be here. So we would do it, and then this can just kind of sit in forever for future members. As just like a little piece of history for them to enjoy if future members ever want to look at it. Yeah. So I thought we'd go over some fun like questions and answers. If Zuzu member stream. I thought we would just kind of go over some questions. Man, I never even thought about that, but a member stream with no one sounds awful. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's kind of the balancing act of members is we have members, so I want to make sure that I want to give you guys content, but also I don't want you to feel pressured like you have to show up because you'd be the only one here. So but we're going to make some kind of evergreen content. Sounds like a date. Oh, we could do a date. We could do a members date. A members date. But I know we had some Ask Me Anything kind of questions, so I thought it would be fun to do those on our membership stream. So that's kind of what I was planning on doing, just for like 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, we'd get some of that out there, answer some questions, make people feel good about having their questions answered, things like that. That's a priority question right there. Okay, question number 1, why are you so cute? Answer number 1, trauma. I don't know. I have no idea. My model's pretty cute because she's blonde and has golden eyes, and I feel like that's a winning combination. Also, there's a little bit of like yellow and blue, and those are complementary colors, so they're aesthetically pleasing. That's what I would say right there. Question number 2, how are you so adorable? I would refer to my answer for question number 1. Same, pretty much same answer. Yeah, it's just genetics. All right. You guys are so sweet. All right. So one of the questions we didn't get to previously was what are your top 3 songs of all time? And I still feel like that's such a hard question to answer. But Tolerate It by Taylor Swift is definitely up there. I would say Bubbly by Colby Calais. That's for sure up there. That's like one of my favorite songs. I don't feel like I've ever even mentioned like Colby Calais on stream before, but I love that song. It's like when I feel sad, that song makes me not sad. So that is one of those. That's a little secret. A little secret one. And then a third favorite song of mine. I would say, oh gosh, what is it officially called? I think it's like, it's something Thug Part 2 by YG. YG. I'm a, yeah, I'm a Thug Part 2 by YG. Also, top song of all time. Those, I'm gonna say those are my three favorite songs currently, or at least three of my favorite songs, because they do genuinely change. Um, we call that being born with your ass towards the moon in Brazil. What the heck? Every time you say it, you're closer to being Brazilian. But what if I like the moon? What if I like the moon? And I want to be able to look at it, but not with my butt. That's the thing. What if the moon likes the booty? What if that's why we call it mooning, is because the moon likes the booty. And so you're really that's really just it's really just you're mooning somebody because the moon likes the booty. I don't know where I'm going with that, but that's what I got. Okay, what else? We talked about my branding before, being a celestial angel. TK had asked if I wanted to do art streams in the future. I would love to do art streams in the future. I'm very bad at art, but I would love to do art streams in the future. I have a lot of friends who do art, and I think it would be fun to do some art streams. But I have to figure out how to connect my tablet to my computer without it showing my personal information. So that is kind of our big kind of stopping point, because I wanted to stream making the little icons for members, because I wanted to make the badges for memberships for on stream as a fun little membership stream. But I have to figure out how to connect my tablet. So that little sneak peek, that's going to be our next membership stream. I just don't know when it's going to happen. It probably won't happen next week, but maybe the week after. Did you ever clear out your name on those file folders like we were talking about a while ago? Yes, I do have. My name is pretty much cleared off of my computer, but there are some like accounts and stuff that I have my name attached to still. So, you gotta be ever vigilant with these things. For sure. Yeah. An extension of TK's, other than gaming content, what would you want to do on streams? So gaming content is super fun to do on streams. I love doing gaming content. I would love to do some art content. I would love to do just like more random things. But the problem with like doing random things is I like to make sure that my streams are like a consistent length. But if I do like a tier list, I never know how long that's going to be. And so it's just kind of growing pains for that. But I would love to do tier lists. I would love to do meme reviews. I know our meme channel finally has enough memes where I feel like I could do a meme review. So I would love to do a meme review. I would love to do, honestly, I'm kind of, my blanket got stuck underneath the wheel. My little gossipy Midwest brain would love to do, would love to do like news, but I also know that there are many other VTubers that do news and like gossip and stuff a lot better than I ever could, because I just don't know everything, and I go to them for my information. But I think like commentary stuff would be fun. I would like to do commentary or like a podcast kind of thing, because obviously like I'm a VTuber, I'm a streamer, I love talking, and I could talk about topics forever. So I would love to do like a podcast, but I don't know like how or what topics I would cover. Yeah. I've said it before, but I don't want to learn anything about you that you don't feel okay sharing. And I'm sure everybody else feels the same. Yeah, exactly. What else? Yeah, so those are kind of sorry, I'm a little eepy today. Those are kind of the main topics that I would want to cover would be like a podcast, a little kiki gossipy kind of thing. I would love to do um art streams and just more like variety content. I think I'd like to do more variety content, but as a part-time streamer, there's only so many hours in the day um for for us to do everything. So it's hard to plan what to do because I want to do everything. That's the gist of it. Is I want to do everything, but it's so hard to do everything when you only have so much time. Um do you have any plans on doing full weeks of one thing like you did with Pal World? Um, I probably won't do like a full week of one thing unless it's like something I'm really, really passionate about. Then I'm like, yeah, I absolutely want to do an entire week of this content again. The thing that got me through Pal World Week, was the fact that I had collaborators the whole week too. Because if it was just me doing one thing the whole week, I think that would get boring. But having um, but having collaborators really helped. So if we did do something like that again, I would want to make sure that it was something we could be collaborative about. But yeah. Slippy, did you know I'm getting pizza to share with you and Bestie and everyone? Ah, that's amazing. I love pizza. Pizza's delicious. Um, I won't lie to you. When John joined, I kind of wanted to ask it too if I could. Playing solo is a lot less fun. From what I did, and I saw all of you too. Yeah, yeah. I am fine having like other streamer people join. That's kind of my one limiting factor with doing collaborations with people is I would like them to also be a streamer so that I feel like I am contributing for them as well. Um, I would feel bad having somebody on my stream if they're not really like getting anything out of it. And I know that you guys are gonna say that just hanging out with me is enough, but for me it's not. So I want to make sure that I feel that you guys are getting um, stuff out of collaborating with me as well. BRB gonna call Mama Zuzu. Tis the time to have fun calling Mama Zuzu. You, Zuzu, and Bo are the only ones that I know that play the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of people playing, but it's also like you have to kind of figure out the best times to collaborate with people and play together because I don't have like my own server. If I had my own server, people could play whenever they wanted to, but I don't have a server. I just have people can play with me. Okay. How far out do you how far out do you plan your schedules, or do you just wing it in one night? Surprise, surprise, I mostly wing it in one night. I mostly sit down one night and I'm like, what do I want to play next week? I'll sometimes have like an idea of things that I want to do. Like I know I want to do a dating sim for Valentine's Day. So, that's really about as far out as we plan is like, oh, there's a holiday and I think it would be fun to do that. Or like Bo had let me know about Pal World. So it's like, okay, when Pal World comes out, we'll play Pal World. Um, oh, really? When you said you had all of February planned, I was amazed. Yeah, I had all of February planned and then I threw those plans out the window and decided I didn't like those plans. So we went back to just having, just kind of winging it because I realized I like having the flexibility of that. So yeah, that's we'll have like some things that are planned out ahead of time, but most of the time I just kind of wing it based on like how I feel or how I feel our community is feeling, because I want to make sure that like if we're playing like if Pal World is doing really well, we can play Pal World for a while. If if like people aren't vibing with Pal World, we can switch it up midway through the week, things like that. I like having that flexibility. So yeah, that is that. What was the song or album that got you into Taylor Swift? So I've been like tertiarily a fan of Taylor Swift for probably since like her debut album, her self-titled debut album. But like what like pushed me to become like a Swiftie is I really loved Reputation. I loved that like on the surface it was this like badass like pop rock, like it was like aggressive pop. Um and there was like a ton of collaborations on it, and it was like in your face kind of vibes for the whole thing. But then when you really listen to the album, it truly is just like her talking about things that she's gone through, and like her, and like how everything is delicate, and you know, like her reputation is in the trash, and so people who are there for her must really like her for her, since her reputation is so bad. And it's truly like a love song, like a love album towards her now ex-boyfriend. But it was just kind of like her exploring what it was like to fall in love outside of the limelight, but also while her reputation was so trash. And I like the duality of that piece for Reputation. And then what really made me like fall in love, diehard Swiftie, was Folklore and Evermore. I think both of them are just like lyrically really, really good albums, and genuinely I love like lyrics and the storytelling aspect of songs. So Folklore and Evermore are probably the ones that really made me into a Swiftie. So yeah. Also, welcome back, Susie. Welcome back. Welcome back. Also, yeah. So that's why I'm really excited. So she has her new album coming out, which is the Tortured Poets Department, which is it's gonna be so good, because it is basically the third installation for Folklore, Evermore, and then the Tortured Poets Department are gonna be kind of along the same line, is what people are saying. So I am, yeah, she recently announced it. So I am very, very, very excited for that album. I think it's gonna be very like lyrically focused. And when you freaked out in chat, I was laughing IRL. I literally, I was not expecting it. I was just scrolling through I was just scrolling through Instagram because, yeah, I would like, I knew she was going to announce something at some point. I didn't think she was going to announce anything at the Grammys, because I genuinely didn't know if she was going to win Album of the Year. I knew something was happening, but like everybody was pretty sure that we were going to get, Reputation, Taylor's version, next. So I was very excited. But everybody was pretty sure that that announcement was going to come at the Tokyo, at the Tokyo shows. And then when she announced that she had a brand new album, it was just like absolute. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And yeah, like I didn't know what to think. I thought it was like fake for a second, and then I realized that it was her actual account, and I was just like in shock. And now we have Taylor Swift, her 11th studio album, and it's a continuation of Folklore Evermore lyricism, and is really going to be diving into the past 2 years, because she had Midnights written before the past 2 years. So she's been writing, this is really just like the end of her, the end of her relationship with Joe Alwyn. And Um, and so we get to explore the end of that relationship and just like get more concrete answers. And especially with like the cryptic messaging that she's left with the announcement, it's very much like um um she said something along the lines of like she's like her blood is ink, and she's like basically like she's gonna tell everything. It was a little bit cryptic and very Swifty, but she's it's gonna be brutally honest because she has had a few albums where she's taken a step back and not really been as confessional. Has been a bit more cryptic. Even on Midnights, we don't know. People theorize, but we don't know exactly who each song is about. People have their ideas and their their head canons for what songs are about, because she said just blanket statement that Midnights is an album about different things that have kept her up at night in the past. And now we have and it could be in all different eras of her life, hence the Eras tour. And it was really just like a pop album to jumpstart the Eras tour. And now we have the next, what I would say is the next like actual installment for like the real juice that people want to know. So I'm excited to see what everything is about. I misread some of the titles when I was reading it because it was like a really small Instagram post. But we have the tracks now, so I'm so excited. The first one is not Fortnite, it's Footnote. I was very confused why the first track was titled Fortnite. But I was like, I guess a fortnight is 2 weeks, so it's featuring Post Malone. I don't know, maybe she's trying to drum up that the hype. Fortnite, okay, yeah, it looks. Chat, members, please go look at the track list online and tell me that it doesn't kind of look like Fortnite. It kind of, when you zoom in and it's really blurry, it kind of looks like Fortnite. And it's featuring Posty and but it's Footnote. It's Footnote. That's why you wear fucking glasses? I can't. I actually have my glasses like right in front of me. But I don't think you astigmatism Avenger, you. I can't help it. I can't help it. But yeah, that's okay. I think that's enough Swiftie talk. But I could go on and on and on and on about the new album. I'm so excited. It's gonna be absolutely so much fun. I would love to do more Taylor Swift content, because I just love talking about Taylor Swift. But I am a little nervous to do Taylor Swift content because I know that like not every one of my fans, like our little group here is not primarily Swifties. I know this. I know that our community is not primarily Swifties, so I don't want to like burn people out on like having Swiftie content and then it not being what people want it to be. I get nervous about these things. But I would also love to do more Swiftie content. It's fine. This is the point in your career. You should do what you want as much as you can. If you want to gush about T Swift for a stream, go for it. Okay, maybe we'll do more T Swift gushing. We'll do like, I think like Taylor Swift tier lists would be fun. It'd be a fun like jumping off point for me. So we'll do maybe some like Taylor Swift tier lists for content. I think that would be I think that would be fun for me. Um, would you ever do a top 10 husbando list? I would have such a hard time picking my top 10 husbandos, but yes, um I would love to do my just kind of gushing about husbandos. I think that would be so much fun. I think people would also be I don't know if they'd be surprised, but there might be some curveballs because there are some people who I feel like everybody would assume that I would mark as one of my top husbandos, and they just don't make the cut. So I think it would be fun, and there'd be some curveballs in there. Because sometimes it just depends on like at what point in my life I watched the show. Um, so yeah. M. Night Twist Slippy actually really likes Sasuke. No, we do not stand Sasuke. He's a little bitch boy. Everybody knows Sasuke's a little bitch boy. He's just a little whiny baby. Would you ever plan on doing a Magic the Gathering streams? Yes, we're doing one on Sunday. I love Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm very excited to do Magic the Gathering on Sunday. I think it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be exciting. I haven't played Magic the Gathering in a really long time, so I'm excited to see where things go from there. You talked about wanting to learn things like coding before. Do you ever have an interest or want to learn new stuff? Yeah. Skills or hobbies. I would love to learn how to do art. I would love to learn how to do singing. Honestly, just like genuinely, I would love to be like more of an entertainer. I love entertaining people. I love talking. I love providing entertainment for people. So I'd love to do more of those things. I think coding is fun, but I don't even know where to start. I also, just a little sneak peek into Slippy's like personal life. I honestly have been kind of thinking of trying to pivot my career into IT. I don't know exactly what I would want to do in IT, but I kind of wouldn't mind pivoting into more of the IT side. I think it has more. I need a career that has more structure than HR does. HR is kind of wibbly wobbly, and I'm not having a great time with it, and it is definitely showing in many places that I'm not having the best time at my day job, and I'm not having the best time in my chosen career currently. So as much as I also would love to make like VTubing and entertaining my full-time career, I know that is a shot in the dark and a long time coming, if it even happens ever. But I think I think maybe something more in the IT field would be interesting, but that also probably means going back to school. So that it's just, I have a lot to think about. I have a lot to think about, a lot to process. But we'll land on something eventually. We'll land somewhere. It's never too late to pivot in your career, and I'm honestly still at the very beginning stages of my career, so I'm trying not to worry about it. What's your favorite coding language? The only coding language I literally actually have any experience, like real experience with, would be like HTML. And I feel like that's not a real coding language. I just have it from like way back in the day with like MySpace and stuff. But I don't feel like I have a favorite coding language because I don't know enough about coding. Nothing wrong with HTML. It's used everywhere. Hey, okay, cool. HTML then. I think it's fun. I liked writing in Unix, Linux the most. I have heard of those. Yes, I have heard of those. Who are some of your favorite characters from One Piece that you think should get more recognition or you feel are underrated? I don't know if any of the characters I like are really underrated. I think Marco deserves more recognition. Marco is freaking cool. Um, his Phoenix powers are nifty. Um, but I guess Marco is really the only one that I feel like passionate about that isn't like a part of the main ones you talk about. I love Dofi. Doflamingo is pretty great. Um, honestly, I mostly like Doflamingo because he's got a lot of good fan fiction. Uh, I'm not gonna lie, that is my main reason for liking Doflamingo, is the fan fiction community goes hard. Don't be also Crocodile. Crocodile also great extracurricular stories with Crocodile. So maybe those three. But legitimately outside of fan fictiony kind of things, I think Marco is really cool. Um, and I also think like Crocodile has like a cool character as well. I liked his like his desert theme. I thought that was really cool. Um, Rith asks, "Why am I objectively your favorite viewer?" Rith, you can't ask that. Um, Someone sent me a really sweet message. If you could learn how to cook one thing and never forget it, what would it be? Probably ramen, like ramen from scratch ramen. Because I think there's so many, like, you can be so creative with it. And that is really, that's it for me. Is I like ramen from scratch, because you can really be creative. You can add different things. You can spice it up. There's all of this different stuff. So I would say ramen. My favorite animal? Okay, this is hard. I usually say okapi because I do genuinely like okapis, but also cows. Like, if I'm being practical about it, cows are probably my favorite animal. I just genuinely, I get so happy when I see cows, when I experience cows. They have really soft noses, and I'm sure okapis also have really soft noses, but I'm never going to be able to touch an okapi's soft nose. But I can occasionally touch a cow's soft nose, and I think that's really the tiebreaker there, is whether or not I can touch the soft nose of an okapi, and I don't think it would be safe for myself or the okapi for me to touch their soft nose. Do you have any names in mind for pet horses and or cows? I mean, Bessie is always a great cow name. I think Herbert could be a great horse name. I think I always wanted a horse named Elliot. But that also is now a name that doesn't sit well with me anymore, so not as much. Charlie's a great name. There are so many great names. I feel like there's got to be something that starts like with a K for a cow. Like Kelly. Could do like just basic Kelly the cow. Karen could work. Just normal dude names work great for horses. Yeah, just like average classic dude names are great for. I love animals that are just like named like after an uncle, where you're just like, is this your uncle or your dog? I can't tell who you're talking about. Those are my favorite interactions when it comes to stuff like that. A member question. When you get to the highest tier, it says you get access to bonus content channels on Discord. What would that be? I want to have a voice channel for and just kind of like, we have like our VIP hangout for people who are streamers, that I often collab with, and our previous moderators. So just like people who've basically like been a part of my like journey to grow, have would typically end up in that VIP spot. I have been like I've been trying to decide what I want the VIP section to be. So I might just change. I wanted to have a little VIP section for members, but I also have to figure out like what I want current VIP to be, because I basically like I want to have a designation for people who can do collaborations with me and can like jump in without me having to consistently move things around. But we now have the collaborator role, so I can just give people who are going to be doing collaborations with me the collaborator role, and then probably change the VIP section to be former mods and people who are members. So that way we have that little area. So it's just like an exclusive area for you guys to hang out. I'll also be posting like art and stuff that we get for Slippy 2.0. So you guys can see art that we get for Slippy 2.0. I know I've shown some of it off on stream, but you guys will have like access to it all the time, things like that. So that's kind of the exclusive content on Discord that I was thinking of. It was just like a general VIP hangout and art. Do you have a set goal for streaming other than making it your main job? Do you have like a I want to do this thing goal? I was so scared to accidentally join your collab channel when you first gave me the role. It's okay. I figured people are probably gonna be safe about it. Let's see. I would say like one of my biggest goals is I want to do a subathon. Not like for like the monetary value of it, but I just feel like doing a subathon is like that's a big streamer event. Like I want to be able to like have I want to do like a week long stream where like I have like close friends come on and do activities with me. I want to have like a giant community event. Like I just want to have like a big community thing like a subathon, and I think that would be really fun, where it's just like a long like week long stream, and like people call them subathons. So like, but like regardless, I just want to have like some sort of big event like that. I also want to do song covers is another big thing. And then obviously like if I could make this my main job, that would be terrific. That would be creme de la creme. But that's kind of my goal for streaming, is just to have a big community where we could do some sort of like week-long community event is my current big goal. And then hopefully when we get there, we'll have even bigger goals. But that's our big goal for now. Chroma asks, serious question. Do you feel VTubing has changed you in any way or just made you happier? VTubing has definitely changed me. I've become a lot more confident in accepting how I should be treated. I have realized through VTubing that I let people kind of step all over me for a really long time, and to have a community that really like values me for who I am, and who I want to be, that's probably been the biggest like genuine change for me. And yeah, that's great to hear. When I watched the VODs, the first 10 were really rough. I could tell you weren't in a good spot. Yeah, absolutely. The first 10, I was probably at one of the lowest points in my life, and I am again going through a really low point in my life now, so I apologize if sometimes I'm not as vibrant or excitable as I normally would be, but I um I'm making it through it. I made it through one incredibly difficult situation, and I'm 100% sure we can make it through this difficult situation as well. Um so I'm I'm looking forward to the future. I know it will be different from where I am currently, and we're gonna make it through. And we're gonna be okay. We're gonna have a great time, and eventually life will be everything we dream it to be, as long as we keep dreaming. Never apologize for something like that. We are here for you, and the people that aren't wouldn't be here for long anyway. Yeah, that's what I try to tell myself is that's also something that like our community has really taught me, is that like I can make mistakes, I can have bad days, I can stumble, and the people who truly care are still going to be there, no matter what. And whether that is a large community or a small community or just my close friends, there's always going to be people who care about you in your life, no matter what you're going through. And yeah, that's really that's really it. You could skip streams if you're feeling it, and we'd still support you. Yeah, that's honestly, that's gonna be a really hard thing for me to realize. I had a hard enough time skipping a stream when I was like sick. Um, but I will eventually learn that it's okay if we don't, if I'm not there that day, I'm not there that day. Um, I was about to whoop you for that. I'm so sorry, Zuzu. I'm so sorry. I feel like I have an obligation to the community, and I also have to remember that I have an obligation to myself as well. Um, because without the streamer, there's no stream. So I have to make it through as well. Your obligation is to be okay. Yes, 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 yes. I know. It's growing pains. It's growing pains. Um, it's all just normal growing pains, and we will get through it. I will get through it. I will learn to take care of myself. I will learn all of these things with time, but I have to be patient with myself through it all as well. Okay. Slippy, what is your first Sona and why is it a leopard seal? Chroma. Oh my god. It's not. I do not have a fursona. My fursona is not a leopard seal. That was my original concept. That was my original concept for my VTuber model, was a leopard seal. It was not my fursona. Why does that question have so many hearts and stars? I don't know. I don't know why that one has so many hearts and stars. I do not have a fursona. It is not a leopard seal. That was my original concept before we went with the angel theme. What advice slash hardware suggestions would you give to potential aspiring streamers? Oofda. I feel like I'm not the best person to ask this. My genuine advice to anybody who wants to be who wants to like start streaming is to, and I know this is the advice everybody gives, and I know it's generic, and I know you hear it all the time, but it's like, just start with what you have. What I got when I first started streaming was I purchased a microphone, because I knew that my phone microphone or the microphone that came with my webcam would not be good enough. So pro tip, start. Yeah, exactly. And you also don't know where you need to improve if you haven't done anything. You need a benchmark to know what you want to improve on. So I got like a fairly decent microphone. It was only $50. It was just like a standard like karaoke style microphone. And I would say, yeah, just start. Just try it. Because at the end of the day, even if you're like, you know what, I've done 3 streams and I hate everything about this, I'm going to revamp literally everything, start from scratch, you can delete your channel. The button is there. You can delete everything You can start from scratch. You can test as much as you want to. Get a test channel. Sasquatch says, best advice I can say is turn on your OBS and just see how your stream is, laggy, volume, everything else you never know until you try. Yeah, exactly. I love streaming. It's so much more enjoyable than I thought. Exactly. Yeah, honestly, like the best thing about streaming is just like you don't feel alone. As sad as that sounds, is it's been a great way for me to not feel alone, and that was like genuinely when I first started streaming was I felt so alone in life. I felt really isolated, and starting streaming helped me to like connect with people and grow friends and a community and everything. So that is you'll find your group, you'll find your niche, your friends, and don't be afraid to absolutely F it up. If you are a Slippy member, you know how often I mess up on stream, and I promise you the amount of times you see me mess up on stream, there are 10 times as many that you don't notice that I've messed up because things didn't go to plan, or my internet was crappy, or my model did something weird and the camera tracking wasn't there. Yeah, it's it's you're gonna make mistakes, and honestly, scuff is life, and people enjoy the scuff as much as they enjoy the polished content. So just embrace it. Streaming, also another thing is streaming has helped me to accept that I'm gonna make mistakes, and I'm going to absolutely flub up, and to be okay with that. It's also helped me to realize that my day job is not the place that I want to be, because it is such a perfectionist focused place, and so I don't think I want to be there anymore, because it's not fun to work there. Everybody is so stressed, everybody is pushing themselves way past the point of breaking, and when I see how much that I've accomplished just having fun streaming, like I've accomplished so much. We've accomplished so much, and this is just us having fun. And I've accomplished less not having fun at my day job. So I think it's an environment issue. And that is what I will say about that. YouTube has the membership stuff. Will Twitch get anything for subs? Twitch inherently has less things for community building, like membership kind of stuff. So I can't have I could have like sub only chat kind of a thing, but right now my plans for Twitch subs is they also will get access to like the VIP section of the Discord once we get that all set up, which please be patient. It will take us some time to get that set up. But that will be something that is available, and also being able to play a match with me will be an option. So if you have a Twitch subscription, you'll be able to do a match with me as well. I have to find a good way to figure out who has what level of membership, because I want to make sure it's the equal price membership for YouTube and Twitch, so that Twitch viewers don't feel like they're getting ripped off for having to pay more to play games. But things also might just change. So yeah, that's it for now. We'll have emotes. Our artist is working on our emotes now, so we're getting those done, and then we have a second round of emotes that we're making as well, because I think we have quite a number of spots available on Discord for emotes, so we'll be able to emojis. Yeah, so we have 147 available spots for emojis on Discord. So we're gonna have probably like seven or so emotes made for us, and those will be available on Twitch, on YouTube, and we'll have even more available in the Discord. And basically, the ones that make it to YouTube and Twitch will be the ones that people like the most. So I'm going to put the basic ones out there, and then if people are using other ones more often in Discord, I might switch them out so that everybody so everybody gets what they want. That's fun. EP, yeah, sorry, I got distracted and was EP, and it's a combination of things there. Kind of joke, but kind of semi-question then. For people who are sub to both, do the matches and future benefits stack, or will I only get two? They will, I'm going to try and make them stack. I don't want to put too much pressure on the mods to keep track of these things, because just being completely honest, I'm not going to be able to keep track of who has what memberships all the time, and who has done how, especially once we get more busy, how many matches people have done. But I would like to have them be basically separate stacks. So you would get 2 matches per, if you're a member on YouTube, you get 2 matches, and then you would get 2 matches if you are on Twitch. So if you were sub to both, you could get up to 4. I was thinking you could use more mods too. TK trying to do both streams can't be great for him. Yes, we should probably get more mods, or at least have somebody who's like a Twitch dedicated mod and a YouTube dedicated mod, so that we don't have one mod trying to moderate 2 completely different sites. So I do have to actually start seriously considering doing mod applications, but my mods are very have been in the past very adamant that they can handle everything at the level that we were at. However, we are growing quite quickly, and I want to make sure that we are growing with the community as well. And if there's anybody that is interested in modding, we can do that. You got like 30 subs after you went offline. That was the short doing its work. I'm not gonna lie, YouTube Shorts get you the subs. A little YouTube algorithm fun adventure here. If you want to grow on YouTube, if you are struggling in watch hours, do more long form content such as videos and live streaming. If you are struggling in subs, short form content is going to get you more subs. So that's the general consensus for everything there. So we are pumping out more shorts, which means we are getting more subscribers. We also have a backlog of content for people to subscribe for, which is also very helpful, because people are more likely to subscribe to a channel that has content that they cannot get through in one sitting. So they will subscribe to basically know that they want to come back and see that content in the future. So that's kind of how that works. So we're just at a good point where shorts are going to be doing a lot of a backbone for us, and we will eventually get to the 1,000 subscriber mark, and we'll be able to turn on full monetization for our channel. And it's gonna be a journey. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I'm a little nervous. I didn't think we would get there so fast. I thought we would have until like the end of the year to kind of prep for some of these things, but it's coming very quickly, so we have to be prepared for that. So yeah, but that's really it that I had planned for our first membership stream. We got through all of our questions. We've been for like about an hour or so. Yeah. this might sound mean, but I kind of want your channel to slow down just a little so you can get used to it before you really explode. Yeah, I fully understand that because we are growing at a very fast pace, and I also do not want to get myself burnt out, especially since I'm already burnt out from my day job. I don't want to burn myself out from streaming as well. And I'm just genuinely under a lot of pressure in life at the moment. So, but we're just gonna take it in stride, and streaming is genuinely like what I would ideally want to do, and be able to focus more on. So I'm not gonna like nerf my growth by any mean, at least not on purpose. But I definitely have to prep for some growth if we're gonna keep growing the way that we're growing, because we've been growing, we've been growing, and we're gonna be going through some growing pains because of it. So I hope you all are here with me. I'm happy that you're popping off. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am excited. But yeah, this is really all I had planned for our first little membership stream here. So our next one will hopefully be me drawing out our membership badges, to do a little art session with everybody. So basically, my plan for membership streams so far is just gonna be more of like one-on-one hanging out with the people who are members and are excited for membership content. So it's gonna be more like chill sleepover vibes with your streamer. So that's kind of what the vibes are gonna be for membership streams. It's just they might be shorter, more like hour long or shorter kind of ones, and we might like watch an episode of like TV together, or we'll do some art together, or just kind of chill and hang out. But I am going to go get ready for our collab with Lunix. So we're going to be playing Pal World with Lunix. I'm very excited. It's going to be such a blast. And I'm going to go get everything set up for that. And I will see you guys in about half an hour, okay? Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye.